Here's where we find out what type of advising are you really receiving. Are you receiving cookie cutter advising, which says if you don't have mostly A's, a 4.0 or at least a 3.8, and if you don't have an MCAT that's at least in the 86th percentile rank, then you're not competitive for medical school. You got a couple of C's, or maybe you had one misstep, an area of improvement, and have a grade below a C, or maybe a few grades below a C. You're being told through a cookie cutter advising, medicine is not possible. And if you look at it, it's like a myth. What makes a myth reasonable? That there is some partial truth to it, right? So it is true that the medical admissions process is very competitive with respect to grades and standardized test scores, the MCAT, and your other professional credentials. However, with the right type of customized advising and the valued applicant having realistic self-appraisal to understand that there are areas of improvement, and the advisor is going to say, these areas of improvement may take us 1 year, maybe 2 years to put us back into a reasonable competitive position such that we are then ready to apply to medical school. If you have an advisor who understands the process of what academic skills and enrichment the applicant needs, what course selection they may need to take, what other professional competencies need to be provided, that involves time. So you have to have an advisor who's willing to give that time, but then the applicant has to be willing to be honest with their credentials and to receive that advising and to methodically and patiently implement it with clear communication with the advisor along the way. And with 30 years of experience in advising students, almost 40% of the applicant pool that I work with has those challenges. They have those areas of improvement where there have been some missteps and they need to have a navigation over 1 to 2 years. And the vast majority that I work with, because I'm very selective about real self-appraisal, when they receive it, they're in medical school, or many now are practicing physicians. But again, it requires realistic self-appraisal and customized advising. 2 people are involved in that process.